Welcome to Our Wildlife. If you're new here, our channel is all about finding the adventure wherever we are. And today, it's day 2 out here near Lake Jocassee, and we're actually getting out on a trail. Yesterday, if you caught that video, was more of a reset day. We drove in, got into the cabin, got our first look at the lake, but today we're heading a little bit deeper into this area and we're hiking the lower Whitewater Falls Overlook Trail. It's a pretty short trail overall, but what it leads to is supposed to be one of the best views in this region. Before we get going though, just a little context on where we actually are. This whole area sits right up against the Blue Ridge Mountains and is known as the Oconee region of South Carolina. A little bit underrated, you've got waterfalls, mountain-fed lakes, and a ton of hiking trails all packed into one area. And it's still pretty quiet compared to a lot of the other mountain destinations. Now, Lake Jocassee itself will get really busy in the summertime, but these other areas around it feel a little bit less trafficked. One of the bigger trail systems around here is the Bad Creek Foothills Trail. That one's no joke. It's about 7 miles out and back if you do the full stretch, and is known for some pretty steady elevation gain. A lot of people use it for training hikes or longer trail runs, but it also connects you with some really solid views of the Jocassee Gorges area. We are not hitting that one today, but we might just have to come back for it. Today we kept it a little lighter. The lower Whitewater Falls Overlook Trail is only about a half mile to the main overlook, but it's not completely flat, so you'll have a decent amount of stairs on the way down, which means, yep, you're earning it on the way back up. And what's cool about this one is you're actually looking at the lower section of Whitewater Falls. The upper falls are actually just across the border in North Carolina, but this is the South Carolina view. Combined, the whole waterfall system is over 800 feet tall, which makes it the tallest waterfall east of the Rockies, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. We're not going to lie though, the stairs will sneak up on you a little bit. It's one of the trails where you feel good going down it, and then halfway back up you're like, oh, okay, this is where the workout comes in. This section is the Whitewater River Foothills Trail Overlook. Definitely worth it. Very, very short to get here. It's definitely a view that's not really going to translate on the camera the same way, but definitely worth it if you don't want to do the full hike. When we think about the theme of this trip so far, we're not really trying to do everything. We're just picking spots, experiencing it to the best of our ability, and then moving on. I feel like every trail like this one has that one moment where it flips from just a casual walk to like, all right, we're working out now. And as you get further in, it starts to feel like that moment. Dogs are crushing it though. Meanwhile, Steph and I are over here negotiating with gravity. Maverick's a bit older, so sometimes we'll put him into the backpack to give him a bit of a break if he seems to be slowing down a bit. Honestly, though, even on the way down and back up, both pups did amazing. As we're nearing the overlook, the legs are definitely feeling it, not gonna lie. But for a shorter trail, this one actually delivers way more than you expect. That's kind of what we realized about this whole area. You don't always need a full day's hike to get something memorable out of it. Sometimes it's a short trail with a really cool view and just a couple of hours out in nature.
Does that feel better? Mwah.
Got it, buddy. Maverick.
You good?
Is he alright? Oh, that's his paw. Look, I thought that was his head. I thought he was like laid out.
No, he's just, hold on. Do the overlook.
Keep it going, Macy. You got it. Mav, you good back there, buddy? Yeah, you're good.
All right, we're coming up on the Overlook, and I give some in-the-moment takes. So I'm going to stop the narration, and I'm going to let the rest of the video ride out from here.
Good job. Oh, man. Said it was 1.5 miles to this lookout. A little bit misleading because you have to hike a half a mile in to where the trailhead starts. And then it's a little over, it's over 1.5 miles. It's not, it says it's a dangerous, or it says 1.7, I guess that's kind of close, I guess, but it says it's a dangerous path. I wouldn't say it's dangerous, depending on like your skill level. There are some steep portions, and it is, some of the portions are a little extraneous, so I would agree with that, but to say it's dangerous, if it's raining, definitely going to be dangerous, but otherwise it is not. And let's see if it was worth it. Lower Whitewater Falls. Was it worth it, Steph? Hard to say.
Yeah, give me 5 minutes.
She said give her 5 minutes.
No,
I think it's worth it. It's a tough one to get to by land. By boat, you can basically get right up to it, but yeah. Over 200 feet of a drop, over 200 foot drop. Pretty big waterfall. All right, finishing up.
Sweaty.
Very sweaty, very tired. Not too bad. You said we did what? We're a little over 4 miles.
4.3 right.
4.3, about 2 hours. Little right at 2 hours. Pretty good. So we did the lower Whitewater Falls Trail. A little bit of info here. It says 1.5 miles when you look it up online, but there's a 0.5 mile walk or hike to the trailhead. So in total, it's about 2 miles. It says 1.9 on the map, but it was a little over 2 for us, but there were a couple spots in there that we had to reroute. The trail, I would say, is fairly cleared out. It's probably trafficked good enough. There was no like trees or anything we had to move. Ones that had fallen over the trail were cut. So well maintained, and you guys saw the beautiful view. So it's also listed as dangerous. I wouldn't call it dangerous. It is fairly strenuous in certain sections, but that's really it. Like after that, like you have an access road that it's a portion of the hike that's flat. The 0.5 mile in is flat. But yeah, a lot of fun. Pups did good. Mav got the backpack treatment for a little while, but he's held his own this last little bit. So make our way back to the car. Steph said this earned us something cold, like a slushie or ice cream, on see what we can find. Then yeah, on tomorrow some big plans, and then Monday some even bigger plans. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love, and I hope you wander on to the next one.